What is up, guys? We are back at Epcot. Back at Epcot, guys. We are back at Epcot. Gonna do probably my next to last time that I'll be at Food and Wine this year. I'm about to head out of town and do all of that. But I'm headed into Epcot. I'm gonna try 3 or 4, maybe 5 booths today that I haven't tried. I'll give you, and if it's not in the if it's not in the description, then you've already realized it's gonna get cheesy, it's gonna get chocolatey, and there might be wine involved, even though I'm not a big wine person. So if they have a wine that I am interested in, that's what I'll have, guys. So that's what we're gonna do on this edition of When Can We Do This Again, guys. Let's go. What is up, guys? We are in the festival now. Behind me over here is the chocolate studio. In front of me is the cheese studio. We're gonna go try the cheese studio first for the appetizer for our day. On down the road there is a wine and dine, and I do think I'm actually gonna dine there instead of wine there. I didn't see any wines that I'm just not much of a wine person, let's just say that. So we're gonna try something here. We're gonna get the cheese plate here, and then we are gonna move on down to the wine and dine and grab a bite to eat, and then come back down here to the chocolate studio and get our dessert today. So let's do that. So as we take a look here at the cheese studio, guys, you get the braised beef stroganoff, you have the savory caramelized onion, braising garlic, fine herbs cheese tart, or the cheese trio, which is where we went, as well as they do have a few wines there with that. But we're going with the cheese trio here for $5.50. So here at the cheese studio we got the cheese trio, which is that right there, and if you can read it, that's what all it is. One of those is a fine herb cheese with orange apricot jam, another is smoked salmon, which is not really high on my list of things, if you know that I don't like salmon, and the other is a strawberry macaroon with the boards and pepper cheese. Let's go try. Okay, so my opinions on the cheese trio, by the way. Don't forget you get your AP pen if you are eating at any of these booths over here. The wine and dime, the cheese, or the chocolate all have the AP button, really more like it, to go along with. So what did I think of the cheese trio? It was more of a dessert, really. Outside of the salmon, it was kind of dessert-ish for me. The apricot cheese puff and the macaroon with the strawberry were very desserty. So you can almost get that for a dessert instead of an appetizer in a way. The salmon, the first few bites I enjoyed, but the more I got the salmon, not so much. But I definitely would recommend it. It's more desserty than appetizer-y though, so just know that if you're gonna get the cheese trio at the cheese studio, guys. Now we're gonna head over to wine and dime, and then the question is, what am I gonna eat here? As one of my favorites, I think, from last year sitting over here. So let's check it out. Let's take a look at the wine and dine menu over here, guys. You got the seared scallop, you got the pulled duck confit, you got the trio of artisan cheeses, and you also have the artist palette of wine and cheese, along with several wines down below. I will say I was gunning for that pulled duck confit down there, which I do remember liking last year. But being that the cheese tray at the other place wasn't really a cheese tray, we might be going with this cheese tray here, this trio of artisan cheese. Let's see, I'm gonna decide on my way up to it. So as you can see, we ended up getting the cheese trio. Maybe I'm just craving cheese today. I hear there's a mouse on property that craves cheese, so let's take a look at this. cheese tray plus, definitely, and that was more of what I was looking for a while ago when I was looking for the appetizer over at the other place. If you've noticed on both entrees, I've started with what I knew I wouldn't like the most, the salmon on the first one and the blue cheese on this one. I'm not a big blue cheese fan, so that's where I started, so I can get the taste out of my mouth by the end of it. But whatever this pronunciation is, Famaja deep, yeah, excellence with that was the best thing on that plate, and I definitely recommend that plate. If you don't like blue cheese, you're gonna waste 1/3 of that plate though. So I don't like blue cheese, but I went ahead and ate it for you. I did it for you because it's not really something that I would normally try. But you know what? It wasn't bad with the apricot preserves or jam that was with it. I did forget my button, so I'm gonna go over here and get my button. Then I think we're gonna skip the chocolate for right now and go get something to eat that will actually be of substance. So let's do that. Button obtained. So now we are going to go into World Showcase, guys, and walk around, maybe find a main entree somewhere in here, and maybe find another dessert as well. There's a couple things I want to eat, or like I know I want. Like I said, the duck confit there I enjoyed last year, and my guest at the time did not. I do know that the left here is the Hawaiian slider, very tempting, but I've been poked and prodded to go try something over in Morocco. So let's go see if they have it in Morocco, and if they have it, that's what I'm gonna have. Morocco, guys, and I've had somebody comment a couple times that I need to try the kefta pocket right here at Morocco. So that's what we're gonna try today. This music's a little loud, so I'm gonna go order it, come on down the way a little bit, and try to chow down on a kefta pocket. Ooh, see? You talk really loud and then all of a sudden the music's gone. So we're gonna go get the kefta pocket here in Morocco via recommendation. So let's go try it and see what we think. And there is the kefta pocket stuffed with beef and a little slaw there. So let's check it out, and then we'll go check out the menu here in Morocco. Kefta pocket. Thumbs up on the kefta pocket. And definitely goes on the recommended list. I will say it's a little bit like a Moroccan hamburger, really. I kind of wish the slaw and the lettuce and everything like that would have been more varied throughout the whole entree instead of just at the front. That would have made it a little bit more enjoyable to have all those flavors mixing at all times. But it's probably the closest thing to a hamburger you're gonna get in the World Showcase during Food and Wine. So I definitely recommend the kefta pocket. We're gonna get one more thing over here. I think we're gonna have to go back to get it because I think I want to get. Do I want to get the Belgian waffle? Kind of want to get the Belgian waffle, but we all know the Belgian waffle's good. So is it futile just to go get something that I know I'm gonna recommend that we get? I don't know. Let's think about that. So, thumbs up on the kefta pocket. Let's go back and look at the Morocco menu real fast. So, let's look at the Morocco menu there, guys. You have the kefta pocket, you have the hummus fries, and the baklavas. I'm trying to speak over the music here, along with all those wines and glass and liquors, lager, sangria, royale, all of that stuff here in Morocco. So, by far the longest line I've encountered today. Do I want a Belgian waffle or not? Like, I think I might have to flip a coin because the line is the longest, though it looks like it is moving fairly fast. So I'm gonna cave. Let's get a Belgian waffle, get a chocolate dessert on the way out. The things I do. There's one of the most popular things at the festival, guys. The Belgian waffles with the berry compote. We're gonna look at the menu here momentarily. So if you look down the Belgium sign, guys, you get the beer braised beef, and you have two waffles. You have one with chocolate and one with the berry. That And then we go down to the beverages, your wines, your pale ales, your hard ciders. So yeah, no, I definitely recommend this, and I haven't even had it. So let's just make sure I'm still recommending it today after I eat it this year. I do think with that dish, if I'm correct, I've eaten over half of the booths this year at Food and Wine at this point. I think I had 4 or 5 my first visit here that I'd eaten or consumed something at. I definitely had somewhere in the nature of 6 to 7 the second time, I want to say. Maybe it was 6, maybe 5, 6. And so far today, that would be the 4th one, which is putting me up around 18 and just about half. Either 17 or 18 and just about half. I'm gonna knock out one more today over at the chocolate place, which is another one of those dishes that I had last year that I really enjoyed. I'm gonna have it again. And then we're gonna wrap up today's little when can we do this again, Food and Wine. Technically part 3, but as you can say, we did focus on the cheeses, the chocolates, and maybe not so much the wine today. So let's get over to the chocolate booth. Well, we've made our way back to the right front side of the festival area. We are headed to the chocolate studio, and we are going to have the chocolate the frozen, the thing they made with like frozen ice, guys. We say it right, the liquid nitro chocolate, as like I said, was definitely a festival fave last year. Let's check it out again this year. Here at Chocolate Studio, they do have the liquid nitro and the sweet dark chocolate raspberry tart with
There you are, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
So there we go. That is the nitro in our last dish of the day. So let's go ahead and chow down on the nitro. Like I said, it's a frozen dish. They put it in the deep freezer. One thing I hear on complaints about this last year that sometimes they would leave it in there too long. It would be too hard, unedible, just completely ruin it. So I say if you get one of those, definitely bring it back, and they should replace it at that point. So let's go ahead and chow down on this, and I'll see you on the other side of it. And I'm going to recommend the Nitro Truffle again this year. I got all my buttons from this one. As you go back over to the Eats area, the Earth Eats, all of that, you can get buttons there too. I've got like 5 more in the car from that section, and I'm gonna throw them in the backpack the next time I get a chance. Well guys, that is approximately way too close to you. I'll back up a little bit. So that is approximately half the booths from this year's, and I've linked throughout the other things and maybe even last year's stuff up here as we are done with about half the booths. And I don't even know if I'll get to attack the other half of the booths for when can we do this again, or a vlog or anything, because I'm about to be out of town for about 3 weeks. So let's go ahead and talk about the booths. I recommend everything I had today, actually, which is kind of a surprise. It doesn't always happen that way when it comes to food and wine. But 2 of the things I've had before, and that was the Belgian waffle and the chocolate nitro. Those are definitely desserts and definitely recommended to try while you're at Food and Wine. The cheese trays, the first cheese tray I tried, I would say is more of a dessert tray than an appetizer type cheese tray. The second cheese tray, definitely recommend. Even if you don't like blue cheese, give it to somebody else in the group. And the blue cheese wasn't that bad anyway. I didn't care for it on the overall, but I did like the cheese tray in general. That first cheese on the tray is phenom. What's up? Last but not least, let's talk about the kefta pocket. It's like a Moroccan hamburger, guys. It's like a Moroccan hamburger. We get that sun flare in the back there, guys. So it's like a Moroccan hamburger. Let's see if we can. Spaceship Earth's kind of hidden right now, but it's like a Moroccan hamburger. I definitely recommend it. I do wish they would have sprinkled the relish or the what else would you call that? The vegetable throughout the burger, and that's what I would do next time. I would recommend that you kind of spread it out so you get it in every bite. But I did enjoy the kefta pocket, and definitely a recommendation over what we had last year, which I think was the fries, the hummus fries, which were thumbs down last year, definitely, guys. So, but everything was a recommendation today. Check it out, definitely. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me that big thumbs up, and comment down below if you have anything you'd like me to go try. I have a list that I am gathering right now, and I was actually going to try to hit one of those places tonight, but I couldn't get a reservation. So it'll have to wait for another day and another surprise. But that's about it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Got a few more things that I need to get done. And until next week's edition of When Can We Do This Again, I hope to see you again so we can do this again.